This is News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. And today we start with 2 alert days in the forecast.
Let's get a look at the forecast. Head outside with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. All that rain earlier today, and now with the sun, ooh, it's steaming up out there.
Yes, steamy and stormy. Those are going to be weather words we're going to be using for a couple of days, and also we'll be using alert days for wording as well. Tuesday and Wednesday, alert day conditions expected across all of southern Wisconsin. Couple rounds of severe storms we'll be tracking over the next 2 days. Today's severe weather threat has gone down significantly, and the reason why we had some rain early, we had those clouds, and remember folks, my rule of thumb, you got to get those clouds out of here by noon at the absolute latest so that the sun can come out and heat things up. And it is a little bit on the uncomfortable side, but not expecting widespread severe weather tonight because of the clouds and the showers we had earlier. A couple showers and isolated thunderstorms just entering Juneau County. Will be approaching Camp Douglas and Sparta here over the course of the next half hour, so if this line of thunderstorms can hold together. Future track brings that line into southern Wisconsin, but watch it fizzle as we move further into the evening, as it gets further and further into the area. Moves into an air mass that's been a bit stabilized by those showers and those storms. Again, the rain and the clouds that we had kind of ate and zapped up that energy for more widespread severe weather, which we're not expecting at this point in time tonight. Still on the muggy side, we got that dew point at 68. When it approaches 70 degrees, that's that tropical feel, and it's going to be muggy tonight with that outside chance of a shower or a thunderstorm. But coming up in Maine weather during both newscasts, we'll be tracking clusters of thunderstorms and the threats that they bring to southern Wisconsin.
Thank you, Alex. The Madison Metropolitan School District is proposing a referendum that would rebuild 5 school buildings.
This comes after the schools received poor reports in a 2023 facilities assessment. Our Maddie Heimch is here with the details. Maddie?
Yeah, Susan, Brady, those poor reports indicate the buildings are reaching the end of life expectancy and likely require significant repairs or complete rebuilds. That's where the $500 million referendum comes in. If approved by voters, the referendum would first tackle infrastructure needs. Most of the schools on the list lack air conditioning and use outdated heating systems. Many also don't comply with modern accessibility guidelines. The school board is also looking to cut greenhouse gas emissions with the improvements. The board estimates that each school would just take over a year to rebuild. And if the referendum does pass alongside another one addressing day-to-day operational needs, the average Madison homeowner would see a steady increase on their property taxes. For a detailed look at that potential tax increase and to view which schools are on the reconstruction list, you can check out channel3000.com right now.
All right, Maddie, thank you. Well, July is almost over. Can you believe Thursday is August 1st already? Where is the summer going? And that means the school year, dare I say it, is right around the corner.
And it'll be summer again before we know it. Yeah. Well, every parent's preschool year tradition is school supply shopping. Jalen Banks went out and spoke with some parents on what their shopping expectations are.
School is just around the corner, and I'm sure some of you parents are starting to get your child's school supply list. I'm going to find out just how much it's going to cost you this school year.
I took the school supply list of a local Madison 3rd grade class to a local store to see how much it costs parents this year. The list consists of 20 items, your pencils, markers, notebooks, and ranges to items such as headphones and playing cards. The total came out to...
So the final would have been $151.64.
And speaking to some parents, that number is surprising.
It's really, really tough, you know, especially like when it comes to, you know, like younger parents and, you know, just trying to make sure that your kid has everything that they need.
Tonight at 5, we'll hear more from one parent on a trick they use to save money while school supply shopping.
If you're looking to lend a helping hand this school year, News 3 Now and the Boys and Girls Club Pack the Bus School Supply Drive starts Monday, August 5th and runs through the 16th. Well, happening tonight, voters in Dane County will have an opportunity to learn more about the candidates for county executive. The League of Women Voters of Dane County is holding a candidate forum. It's in partnership with UW-Madison's Center for Communication and Civic Renewal. Again, it'll be tonight at 6:30 at the Sequoia Library. People interested in attending can do so in person or via Zoom. More information and registration is available at the League of Women Voters of Dane County's website.
All 4 candidates for Dane County Executive are expected expected to be at the forum. You can see them there on your screen. It comes just over 2 weeks ahead of the primary election on August 13th. The top 2 finishers will face off in the special election in November, and the winner of that vote will become county executive. They'll hold office until the next regular election for the position next April.
Today, the Maple Bluff Country Club hosted the 20th anniversary Paul Davis Golf Invitational. It's all designed to raise money for the UW Health Burn and Wound Center and Professional Firefighters of Wisconsin Charitable Foundation. Money raised during the outing allows them to continue providing research and patient care.
Training our team, our nurses, our therapists, getting unique distraction machines for young pediatric patients while they're undergoing their burn cares, new research opportunities, and then sending kids off for the burn camp and supporting their stay at a burn camp.
Today, organizers also celebrated the final installment of a $1 million endowment to the Paul Davis Community Professorship Fund.
Looking ahead, Culver's will team up with a man who's no stranger to the Badger State, J.J. Watt. The former NFL defensive end curated a meal at Culver's called JJ's Way. It will include a Culver's Deluxe, cheese curds, root beer, and a turtle sundae. Good choices,
I guess.
The fast food chain says it will also make a $1 donation to the J.J. Watt Foundation for every meal sold up to $100,000. Watt says, quote, "It's crazy to think about having my own meal at a place I've been visiting with my friends and family. JJ's Way will only be available for the next week only, so go get one when you can."
Yeah, it's for a good cause,
Yeah.
so why not? Well, when we come back, how the United States is doing in the Olympics so far.
Some issues with swimming events and delayed events. We'll have the details up next on Live at 4.
Look, here's a phone company who wants us to use our phones less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way.
Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
It's a free ride.
But I already paid.
Some lucky fan will win 4 Packers season tickets for 1 year, all because of Packers scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery.
But who will it be?
This could be Debbie's year.
That looks like someone who could win up to $50,000 in instant cash prizes.
But don't count out Tim.
Maybe he'll win one of the MVP tailgate experiences.
Then there's Raymond.
Legend.
4 Packers season tickets for 1 year could be his.
Or yours.
Ticket prices range from $1 to $10, available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest and dangerous. Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
What's up? You need some windows?
Howdy.
Oh, you need windows. Yes, you do.
Hey folks, you call the experts? Increase your curb appeal and save big this summer with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. And we'll get it done Feldco fast. Free installation ends Wednesday. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
When you need to relax and recharge your body and mind, retreat to the comfort of stressless furniture at the Century House. Designed to harmonize with the natural movements of your body, it's where true comfort begins and every day should end. Get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 spent and $200 off 4 dining chairs at the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
I love the co-op because of the good food and it supports the community.
I love the fresh produce, coffee at the juice bar for while I'm shopping, and the large selection of bulk products.
I think the prices are great. I love the co-op because they make healthy food affordable for people.
I love the people who work here and the people who shop here.
The vibe is great, and they have fun cooking classes for kids.
I love the co-op. I come here almost every day.
It's kind of my mini vacation going there.
Our phones were made to help us connect, and somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic.
Don't you think?
Oh, I love this song so much.
Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
We are keeping an eye on 2 alert days. Here's your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Thanks, Brady. And watching a couple showers and thunderstorms to the north and west up towards Juneau and Adams counties. These storms are not severe. We're not expecting widespread severe weather tonight. As this line moves off towards the south and east, it will be nearing Camp Douglas here in just a couple of moments, in about a minute here or so, and then south and east towards Mauston and the Sparta area. Could be seeing some gusty winds, some heavy rain, and some lightning with this line of thunderstorms. Temperatures have warmed up where we've had sunshine and where we had clouds and showers earlier. You can see that difference. Madison at 80, 77 in Janesville. Warmer off towards the south and west. Look at Boscobel at 87 degrees. This helps tell the story where you have the clouds and the showers. That reduces the chance for those thunderstorms as they move towards the south and towards the east for getting a little bit too excited because the energy has been zapped from some of those showers and storms that we had this morning. 80 in Madison, 80 in Middleton, 80 in Waunakee, and well, I guess that's the popular number in Dane County right now. Planning the evening tonight, I think most of Dane County and Madison will be dry this evening. Temperatures slipping down only to around 70 by the time you start maybe thinking about waking up 4 or 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Could be looking at a little bit of patchy fog. By 7:30, Future Track takes that little line of showers and storms and starts to fizzle it again as it moves towards slightly cooler and a little bit more stable air. And then it's gone by the time we get to midnight. Muggy temperatures in the lower 70s. We'll start off in the upper 60s to right around 70 with some of that patchy fog. We're watching a complex of storms. This is part of our alert day conditions. And some of our weather models are showing that this line of storms may actually, or clusters, stay out over portions of Iowa, which would be good news for southern Wisconsin. Still can't rule out a couple of thunderstorms popping up Tuesday afternoon, and with temperatures in the 80s, some places approaching 90, we'll have plenty of energy out there for a couple severer storms in southern Wisconsin. This is Tuesday, and another cluster that we're expecting on Wednesday as well. Marginal risk, that's a 1 out of 5 risk across all of southern Wisconsin. Greater risk off over portions of Iowa, and I think Future Track is doing a great job at showing the better chances over Iowa. Marginal risk on Wednesday, where we're keeping an eye on the possibility of a cluster of storms as we move past Tuesday. That could be southwest of Madison. Wednesday's cluster, I think, will be more widespread across southern Wisconsin. This would be eyeing up the evening and the overnight hours. Carrying ourselves out into the future here, there's our alert day conditions Tuesday and Wednesday for the storm potential. Still staying warm and humid as we head into the end of the week, and still warm over the upcoming weekend, but lesser rain chances. If we have time for a few viewer photos, boy, I got a couple ready. Kathy Parker showing this unique cloud formation. Looks like a few modest clouds up in the upper part of that cloud, and then those clouds at the bottom looks like some evaporation of moisture in the air. Ominous looking scene there, but a beautiful sunrise to complement that stormy picture. Thanks, Wendy, for sending us that photo. And I think the Swans are pretty happy this year with all of the water that we have around. They have plenty of places to swim.
Great pictures. Thanks for sending them, everybody. Thanks, Alex. President Biden unveiled plans today to dramatically change the way the Supreme Court operates. Biden is calling for stripping away lifetime appointments and enacting an 18-year term limit for the justices. That would set up a system where a new justice would be needed every 2 years.
They have no desire to make the court better. They're just trying to make it more liberal.
The idea that wealthy individuals, many of them right-wing, can both pay for cases before the court and at the same time give justices gifts or trips is outrageous.
President Biden also wants Congress to pass a tough new code of ethics requiring the disclosure of all major gifts and justices to recuse themselves if they or their family are involved in a case. Neither proposal currently stands much of a chance of passing in the Republican-controlled House or the narrowly divided Senate.
Former President Donald Trump has agreed to meet with the FBI in a victim interview as part of the investigation into his attempted assassination. Victim interviews are a voluntary and routine part of criminal investigations. Investigators are looking to get Trump's perspective on what he saw while the agency is focusing on the motive of the 20-year-old would-be assassin Thomas Matthew Crooks. So far, they have discovered various details, including Crooks having a growing interest in shooting.
Team USA is currently leading the medal count on day 3 of the Paris Olympics with 20 medals overall, including 3 golds. 4 of those medals belong to American swimmers. Tori Husk snatched the top spot in the women's 100-meter butterfly with teammate Gretchen Walsh right beside her. On the men's side, American Nick Fink earned his first Olympic medal after tying Britain's Adam Peaty for silver in the 100-meter breaststroke. The American divers also won silver there, which was unexpected. They did very well in the medal count. Dominating at the Olympics, Simone Biles, of course, you might have seen that last night. She put the gymnastics team and Team USA in first place for the finals tomorrow.
Wow, that's so cool. A triathlon training session in the River Seine has been canceled for a second day in a row over poor water quality. The Olympic triathlon events are supposed to start tomorrow, but some officials now they're not certain. Marisol Casado, president of the World Triathlon, says the weather plays a big part on if the event will or won't happen tomorrow. Should the event get canceled, the backup plan would be to convert it into a run, cycle, run event.
Minnesota medical providers are now preparing for an influx of patients from Iowa as their 6-week abortion ban goes into effect today. Abortion was previously legal up to 20 weeks in Iowa. However, last July, the state's Republican-controlled legislature passed a 6-week ban. There are limited exceptions in cases of rape, incest, fetal abnormality, or when the life of the mother is in danger. Writer and co-chair of the Iowa Abortion Access Fund, Lynn Lenz, says that bans like these only increase infant mortality.
Bans like this aren't saving babies. They're actually killing mothers, and they're killing babies, and they're preventing people from accessing the much-needed care that they need.
Supporters of the new law say they are eagerly looking at the next legislative session for a life at conception bill.
UW Health and Epic have released a report outlining recommendations for rolling out and regulating AI in healthcare. This report stemmed from a summit last month of the nation's leading experts in AI and 25 government leaders. Recommendations in the report include ensuring AI healthcare access regardless of patient location, clear guardrails around AI definitions, and balance between innovation and safety. The UW Health Chief Information and Digital Officer says transparency and protecting the patient are some of the most important takeaways from the summit.
While we look to continue to leverage the benefits of the technology, we will do so with a sense of responsibility, a sense of ethics, and a balance to equity, and not shortchange to reduce the empathy factor of healthcare that we are all signed up to do with technology.
He's asking everyone to keep an open mind when looking into these reports, because if we wait for things to be perfect, he says we'll fall behind with patient access issues and workforce shortage issues.
Scientists are seeing a concerning trend around the country. More West Nile cases earlier in the year. 1,000 Americans on average are hospitalized with the most severe form of the virus. This year, West Nile activity picked up earlier than the normal August or September, which is unusual, and leaving experts worrying about the early start if it could signal a blockbuster year for West Nile. About 100 people die from the virus every year in the U.S. Well, July is National Pet Loss Awareness Month, and during the summer, that's when pets are usually more prone to running off.
The Dane County Humane Society has several online resources to help find our furry or scaled friends, aside from looking around outside, asking your neighbors, or microchipping. If you lost or found a pet, Lisa Bernard with the Dane County Humane Society recommends filing multiple reports. And there are multiple different databases we can utilize to help reunite pets and owners. The Dane County Humane Society's website, giveshelter.org, is a major resource. It also includes other resources on the site, 24petconnect.com, petfbi.org, and pawboost.com are resources to help get the word out about the missing animals. You can even use some to create lost or found pet posters. 24petconnect.com also allows people who find what they think is a lost pet to communicate directly with the owner. Well, that's good information.
It is very good information. And next on Live at 4, the 6th largest wildfire continues to burn in California history.
How crews continue racing toward containing the fire.
We realize some home maintenance jobs aren't worth the risk.
That's when we call a leaf filter to protect our gutters.
Leaf Filter's patented filter technology keeps debris out of your gutters for good, guaranteed. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit leaffilter.com.
They don't clock out at 5 or care if it's the weekend. That means we keep working too.
So when Eric Hovde says that farmers don't work hard, that pisses me off.
Think of farming. Look at the old physical toil that it would take on your body. Now you're largely driving around a tractor.
A California banker criticizing Wisconsin farmers for not working hard? We know what that is.
Eric Hovde, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
GA, the advanced form of dry age-related macular degeneration, can irreversibly damage your vision. It can progress faster than you think. When GA threatens your eyes, take a stand. Slow GA with Syfovre. Syfovre is an eye injection that was proven to slow damaging lesion growth over 2 years with increasing effect over time. It's the only FDA-approved treatment to slow GA in as few as 6 doses per year.
Don't take Syfovre if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye that may include pain and redness. Syfovre can cause serious side effects such as eye infection and retinal detachments, severe inflammation of vessels in the retina which may result in severe vision loss, wet AMD, eye inflammation, and an increase in eye pressure. Most common side effects are eye discomfort, wet AMD, small specks floating in vision, and blood in the white of the eye. Tell your doctor right away if you have any side effects.
Every moment counts. Act now to slow GA with Syfovre. Ask your retina specialist about Syfovre.
Hi, I'm Peter Gottlieb with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. In the August 13th primary election, voters will pick their preferred Democratic or Republican candidates for the United States Congress and the Wisconsin State Legislature. The winners will be on the ballot in the November 5th general election, which will include votes for president and state and federal offices. Learn more at vote411.org.
3 things to know, part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
Now to terrifying wildfires in the West. The Park Fire, now one of the largest fires in California history.
It's so big, in fact, it's causing its own weather system, and that is just one of dozens of fires burning in California right now. Jonathan Vigliotti is on the front lines north of Sacramento.
Flames devoured home after home as windy weather and thick vegetation fueled the park fire's devastating growth.
So we have had a lot of dry, old brush, and with the winds and the heat, it just was a perfect recipe.
Almost sounds like this was a tinderbox ready to explode.
Pretty much, yeah.
After a break in the weather, the wind has picked back up. This fire, once again, explosive. It has hopped this highway, now burning in a part of the forest that has not had wildfire in years.
A state of emergency has been declared in 3 counties as 3,900 firefighters battle the flames from the ground and sky. In Southern California, crews are struggling to control the Boreal fire, burning about 100 miles north of Los Angeles. The flames nearly destroyed the historic gold mining town of Havilah as they surged in size, burning close to 50,000 acres. Back north, damage inspection teams are already combing through charred-out neighborhoods left behind by the park fire, counting the number of homes destroyed, a number expected to rise as the fire continues to burn. Susan Singleton and her 7 dogs escaped the park fire just in time, only to later find out they had nothing to go back to.
People that we know that went by and looked at the property said it's burned down. Everything, our stuff is all burned up.
So much loss, and the man suspected of starting this fire will be arraigned in court later on today. In just 3 days, this fire exploded to become the 7th largest wildfire here in state history. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Chico, California.
The latest numbers show the fire has burned over 368,000 acres. To put that in a local perspective, that's about half of Dane County.
Get ready to look up to the sky because what is being called a meteor shower doubleheader is fast approaching. The Delta Aquarids are set to peak early tomorrow morning, and they will last through mid-August. The Alpha Capricornids will also peak in the coming days, going roughly to the same time in August. Now, the best time to view meteor showers is between midnight and the pre-dawn hours. You might want some coffee, though.
And make a wish.
Yeah.
Make a wish if you see one. Well, a clean water investment for a small Wisconsin village.
Where it is, how much it costs, and when the changes could happen next on Live at 4.
The Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Festival runs August 14th through the 18th. The famous 80 tons of steamed corn, rolled in butter and lightly salted, is served Saturday and Sunday only. Visit sunprairiecornfest.com for complete details and hotel discounts.
My husband and I finally agreed that we need a new bathtub and shower, so he went right to work on it. I think he's procrastinating.
For a new bathtub or shower, just call 1-800-HANSONS. Installed in as little as 1 day with optional safety features and a no-leak guarantee. Get 50% off installation or no interest and no payments for 1 year. Offer ends soon.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
Watch this. It's all 100% real. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. Nothing has been doctored or tampered with. The very real problem will disappear before your eyes and hers with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours and hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags. It works on sagging jowls, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. In just minutes, you can restore and beautify your face, even look years younger. And the look will last all day or all evening.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Prove It Plexiderm trial. You'll see why our customers describe Plexiderm with 3 words. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping. Operators are standing by.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
She's the district attorney who protected children from sexual predators. She's the attorney general who stood up to the big banks to protect homeowners and won. The senator who fought to defend a woman's right to make her own medical decisions. And the vice president who fought to cap the price of insulin at $35 a month. As America turns the page, Kamala is ready. FFPAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Well, there is a nice shot of the Arboretum. It looks like a beautiful day out, but it's kind of steamy out, and it's going to stay that way and stormy. Alex, I'm glad that I'm in here.
Yeah, it isn't actually all too bad because we had some showers and we had clouds for much of the day for a good portion of southern Wisconsin. So while it is humid, our temperatures didn't get quite as warm as we expected because of those clouds and those showers. There are a couple showers and thunderstorms, but if you take note, just south of Sparta, just south and west of Camp Douglas, there's this faint little green line. That is called outflow. That is cool air blowing out ahead of these showers and thunderstorms. And when that happens, that usually signals a weakening trend to showers and thunderstorms, although a couple of gusty winds and some lightning and some heavy rain not out of the question in Juneau and Adams counties with that line of storms. Future track brings that line further to the south and further to the south, and then it fizzles it. It fizzles it because a lot of the energy that we have here in south central Wisconsin has been zapped from earlier showers and storms that we had across the area. That's why the Storm Prediction Center has that marginal risk of severe weather to the north and west, up towards Juneau and Adams County, and then down to the south where they've had an opportunity to get warmer and more humid for that energy for showers and storms. Right now, 80 in Madison, calm winds, 68, so it is on the muggy side out there, but it could be worse, and we do have hotter temperatures in the forecast that will give the energy for more severe storms Tuesday going on into Wednesday. Coming up in Maine weather in a few minutes, we'll be tracking those rounds of storms and when I expect them and what threats will come with them.
Thank you, Alex. A small Wisconsin village is getting more than $2 million to invest in clean water. New Glarus is receiving a loan from USDA Rural Development to increase the quality and capacity for water.
Our Ellie LaLiberte shows us how the loan works.
That program will actually double New Glarus's water reservoirs. That will help with things like fighting fires and building infrastructure.
The $2.3 million loan is through the USDA's Rural Development Water and Waste Disposal Loan in Grant program. The goal is to help rural communities like New Glarus expand access to clean and reliable drinking water. The new above-ground water storage tank will add 300,000 gallons to the village's water capacity.
And that program is designed to really address water systems across the country in rural America. It really helps communities grow and thrive because it's bringing clean water and also addressing wastewater disposal as well. But it really helps economic growth.
USDA says this project has been roughly 10 years in the making.
Tonight at 6, hear what one local business owner has to say about this program. Reporting in New Glarus, Ellie LaLiberte, News 3 Now.
Thanks, Ellie. The village is hoping to move the project along quickly, aiming to break ground on the project this year.
Tomorrow is the first day of early absentee voting for the August 13th primary. What you'll want to do is head to your municipal clerk's office. That's where you can apply and receive a ballot in person. You can fill it out there in person, or you can wait to return it until Tuesday, August 13th. The August primary will include 2 constitutional amendments, as well as races for congressional and Senate seats, along with other local elections.
And here's a look at stocks. The Dow Jones down nearly 50 points, NASDAQ up 12 points, S&P 500 up roughly 4.5 points.
UW-Madison is one of the top universities in the nation for research. And this week, we're hearing from scientists who are helping research get one step further for treating Parkinson's disease.
Our Merrill Hubbard talked with these scientists at the Wisconsin National Primate Research Center to learn more.
The Wisconsin National Primate Research Center is making an impact in how to treat Parkinson's disease. After decades of research, they were able to jumpstart a new treatment trial for Parkinson's. The Primate Research Center is supported by the National Institute of Health. It conducts countless lines of research to make discoveries in AIDS, COVID, PCOS, diabetes, and more. Scientists here do the bulk of their research on primates, where they can make translative stories from animals to help humans. Most recently, they published work from a study on monkeys to develop a treatment for people with Parkinson's.
It was a study in non-human primates to understand, to test a new method to deliver cells into the brain of patients with Parkinson's disease. And we did it in monkeys because we needed to figure out how to be efficient and create a safe procedure for the patients.
Through the study, scientists found how to inject human cells into the human brain to potentially minimize symptoms like tremors and speech difficulty for people that have severe Parkinson's. The study they did on monkeys is now moving on to the clinical trials that are being done with humans in California. For the researchers here in Madison, the job is done for this study. Now, they're just anxiously awaiting to hear how the clinical trials are going with Aspen Neuroscience. Reporting in downtown Madison, I'm Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
To learn more about this study, you can visit the Wisconsin National Primate Research Center's website, and we have a link on channel3000.com. When we come back on Live at 4, the latest Marvel movie had a big weekend at the box office.
Deadpool and Wolverine. Should you check it out? Will Loper weighs in next.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Check out our great selection of Lions tubs and showers that will match your style and budget. This linear shower is $469.99 after rebate. Designer's Image vinyl tiles are perfect for updating your home. They feature self-adhesive backing for a fast and easy installation. Silver Series vinyl tiles are only 89 cents each after 11% rebate at Menards, America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
Some things are big, others are huge. It's Empire Today's half-price sale. Get $2,400 of flooring for $1,200, $5,200 for an amazing $2,600. That's half the price of your entire purchase. Shop for carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and laminate right from home and have it professionally installed. Don't miss Empire's half-price sale. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello permanent fat removal and get summer body ready in just one visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me.
I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Now 5, now 15, now 5.
Experience the thrill of a live auction and get a great deal on an RV. The Ultimate RV Auction is being hosted at Camping World in Madison, Wisconsin, Friday, August 2nd at 1 p.m. Central Time. Over 100 RVs are up for grabs with bids starting at $1 and no reserves on select units. Bid in person or online at cwauctions.com. Pre-bidding is going on now. Preview the inventory and place your bid today.
New at 5, the Madison Metropolitan School District may demolish 5 schools after failing facility grades. Why starting from scratch may be the only solution.
The First One weather team will be tracking very warm and very humid conditions over the next couple of days. That's going to give rise to potential for severe weather on Tuesday and Wednesday. Those details at 5.
And ahead at 6, a drop in the bucket can make a big difference for New Glarus. We'll explore how new funding will affect the village's water quality tonight at 6.
Well, it was a big weekend at the box office with Deadpool and Wolverine bringing in some big bucks. Is that what you saw when you went to the movies?
I know. I want to see it, though. Yeah. I've heard it's a lot of fun. Well, Will Loper is looking into the latest edition of the Marvel Universe.
Hey, Susan and Brady. Deadpool and Wolverine smashed through box office records, making a staggering $205 million. That's the highest R-rated opening ever and the 8th highest opening weekend overall. But is the movie worth seeing?
We can give you abilities most men only dream of. Make you
a superhero. And please don't make the super suit green or animated.
Ryan Reynolds first brought us this version of the irreverent and fourth wall breaking superhero Deadpool in 2016, followed by a sequel in 2018.
Tell me they got that in slow motion.
Hugh Jackman has played the character of Wolverine for over 2 decades, first showing up in 2000's X-Men. Seemingly the last of his character in 2017's Logan.
This is what it feels like.
But in this newest film, Jackman makes his return as the fast-healing, metal-clawed hero being recruited by Deadpool to save his world.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now. Look, lady, I'm not interested.
The two end up in the void, where other discarded and forgotten Marvel heroes have ended up. The film is chock full of cameos, some that are jaw-dropping. In other moments, all the multiverse shenanigans start to feel tedious and tiresome.
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow-motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die?
But there's enough funny moments and well-staged action sequences, as well as great banter between the two leads, to make this Deadpool worth seeing, even if it's the worst of the 3 films. You can catch Deadpool and Wolverine in theaters now. Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
Are you ready?
I do love those movies.
We might have to, what time are you picking me up?
Okay.
We might have to check that one out.
Okay, if we're late tomorrow, it's fine.
Yeah.
All right, when we come back, are you ready for an off-road adventure?
We're going behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs in the all-new Toyota Land Cruiser when Live at 4 continues.
When it's hot, all you want is some relief. Relief from the heat outside, relief from sleepless nights, and relief from big electric bills. Even your air conditioning unit needs some relief. So when you wrap your home with our premium injection foam, it's like putting your entire house in a cooler. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
The Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Festival runs August 14th through the 18th. The famous 80 tons of steamed corn, rolled in butter and lightly salted, is served Saturday and Sunday only. Visit sunprairiecornfest.com for complete details and hotel discounts.
Get 20% off during Hy-Vee's Frozen Food Sack Sale. One day only, this Tuesday. That's right, get 20% off all frozen food you can fit in a sack. Get 20% off frozen meals, 20% off frozen pizzas, 20% off frozen breakfast, 20% off frozen treats. Get 20% off all frozen food you can fit in a sack. Don't miss the Frozen Food Sack Sale. One day only, this Tuesday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
She's the district attorney who protected children from sexual predators. She's the attorney general who stood up to the big banks to protect homeowners and won. the senator who fought to defend a woman's right to make her own medical decisions, and the vice president who fought to cap the price of insulin at $35 a month. As America turns the page, Kamala is ready. FFPAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
Let's give the weather satellite a spin. There's Las Vegas. It just looks hot, doesn't it?
Yeah. 103 degrees, and well, it's sunny, so there you go.
Hot and sunny in the desert.
That's why I would stay in the casinos, not the gamble, but to be in the air conditioning. The Toyota Land Cruiser was first sold in the U.S. in 1958.
The newly redesigned model is less expensive and more fuel efficient, but it still keeps that important heritage and all of the touches. Let's go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs in the 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser.
This is the car that conquered continents. When expeditions went across Africa in the 50s and 60s, they took these Land Cruisers. This one, though, really differentiates itself in that it's designed to be a hardcore off-road vehicle. So think Jeep. That's really what the competitor for this is.
No frills.
No, not
all utility.
Yeah, this is very much built around getting you through the toughest trails and you know, taking you deep into the wilds of either the mountains or the woods, wherever you want to go.
Very simple, basic grille?
Yeah, very simple, very chiseled look on the exterior here. You see the sharp, crisp lines, the boxy shapes. The wheel wells have tons of room above these tires because when you're going off-road, you get a lot of wheel travel up and down. You need to make sure you have room for the suspension to do that. Underneath here, you have steel skid plates protecting the bottom of the engine and the transmission, so if you go over a rock, you're not going to ruin your trip. All kinds of things like this, built and designed specifically to make sure that this can get you not only all the way out there, but all the way back.
So is this a traditional gas vehicle?
Well, it is a mild hybrid vehicle. So you have a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and in between that engine and the transmission, you have an electric motor that is powered by a small battery as well. And so what you get is a little more oomph on this.
But vehicles like this are usually marketed and targeted sort of at people like me, family people, right? So would I be taking this to Westtown Mall and grocery shopping?
A lot of people do. You know, they like the idea, just as with a Jeep, that I can go into the mountains with this vehicle, and you know, 90% of Jeeps never leave the pavement. Right. So it's not, you like having the capability whether you use it or not, but there are vehicles that have similar capability for this, you know, for what you would do with it. You know, a vehicle that would have all-wheel drive, that would be good in the snow, in all that stuff. It's just not going to be a rugged scale, a mountain vehicle, which this really is.
What a contrast from some of the past cars we've done. This is bare bones.
Yeah, it really is. The interior is stripped down. You've got a lot of black plastic. The surfaces are fine, you know, in terms of the quality of the touch points and things like that, but it's not fancy.
No. It feels trucky.
Yeah. This very much is. The suspension is set up so it can handle off-road driving. So on-road, you do get a little more balance and a little, you know, just less of that comfort.
And Harvey is here now. I did love it because it made me feel petite. It's a big car.
Yeah, it is. It's a truck, and it's made to go off-road. And you know, it's interesting. We talked about in the package a little bit about how they scaled it down from the previous generation. It's also significantly less expensive. This one starts at about $54,000, whereas the previous generation started closer to $80,000. Wow. So they wanted to make the vehicle more affordable and accessible to people who like to go off-road.
Yeah.
So now that you have a taste for off-roading, is that going to be your new...
I can go to JCPenney and then just go off the road.
There you go. We'll find you a nice trail somewhere and, you know, do that with something like this.
It does have a very rich history, though.
Yeah, very much so. The Land Cruiser, as you stated, first came to the U.S. in 1958, but it was all over the globe, Australia, Africa, the wildest places. This car has been out there. And there's even a Land Cruiser museum in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I've been there, and they have every variation of Land Cruiser you can imagine there, and it's really cool to see the history of that.
So there are a lot of purists.
Very much so, yeah.
I think it's a masculine car. Like, I could definitely see you driving that
I do like the boxy kind of Jeep look of it.
Yeah, very much so, and you're seeing that in a lot of these vehicles now. So the new Bronco, the Jeep obviously has its heritage, and even the Land Rover Defender, you know, that vehicle has a similar kind of retro boxy look as well.
Yeah. Very interesting. For more information, check out ridesanddrives.com. And our next one is really fun. Harvey and I are going in a two-seater Miata.
That'll be fun.
That'll be very fun.
Maybe don't off-road in that one.
No.
Thank you, Harvey.
Thank you, Harvey. We'll see you soon.
Yep.
Well, it could be a good day for a drive, but you might want to leave the windows up today, Alex.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Brady. You read my mind, especially if you're up in Juneau and Adams counties where we have a couple isolated showers. We had some lightning associated with this line of showers and a few storms. And if you take a real close peek here, just north of Stark, just south and west of Elroy, there's a little faint green line. That's cool outflow that's blowing out ahead of this line of showers and thunderstorms. And when that happens, it's usually a sign that the showers and thunderstorms may likely be weakening, and that's been the trend here. Future track showing that as well. Here comes that line, and it fizzles it out as it gets into the rest of southern Wisconsin, and I have an answer as to why. Our temperatures are only near 80, Watertown 80, 70s off to the south and east. This morning's clouds and the few showers that we have had kind of zapped some of the energy, so as these showers and storms move into an environment that has less oomph for them, less energy for them, they fizzle out. So not expecting widespread shower and storm activity tonight across southern Wisconsin. It's that perfect rule of thumb. If you can't get those clouds to really clear out by noon at the latest for that prime heating to occur, the shower and storm chances go down. 82 in Middleton, 80 in Madison, and then those 70s off towards the south and east where we had persistent cloud cover and a couple of showers today. We'll go down to about 67, 68, enter a little bit of patchy fog. Can't rule out the possibility of a shower or storm tonight, but not looking as likely as we carry forth into Tuesday and Wednesday. Watching a few more rounds of thunderstorms, some severe, marginal risk of severe weather on Tuesday, although I think that line of thunderstorms or cluster is going to move off towards the south and west of Madison, where we have that better chance. Gusty winds, heavy rain, maybe a little hail would be the threats Tuesday and Wednesday. Thinking Wednesday evening is when we're probably going to see a more widespread weather event for southern Wisconsin that could again produce wind gusts, strong wind gusts, a little bit of hail. Could also be looking at some heavy rainfall, but keeping that slight right now unless we get indication that we're going to get repeated bouts of rain in certain spots that have had quite a bit these last few days. But we might bump that up to moderate if the flooding conditions look like they're going to increase. Keeping the storm threat in the forecast Thursday, less of a chance on Friday. That's probably going to be a morning chance, and then drying out as we head towards the weekend, but staying warm. We'll be right back.
Imagine trying to take on one of the big car companies. It's not easy. Yet this year, one local law firm finalized the largest compensatory verdict in state history against an automaker, over $38 million. And it was no fluke. That same firm has been holding big car companies accountable for faulty designs that cause injury for over 50 years. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic, don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
If you're about to replace your roof, stop. There's a solution about 80% less expensive. 9 out of 10 roofs can be saved by RoofMax. Guaranteed to extend the life of your current roof by 5 to 15 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. RoofMax's deep penetrating power restores flexibility and water protection. Nobody wants to replace their roof. Restore it instead with RoofMax for 80% less. Call now for a free roof inspection.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
Coming up at 5, we're using Future Track to show where thunderstorms will move to parts of southern Wisconsin and also tracking alert day conditions Tuesday and Wednesday.
And we look at why the Madison Metropolitan School District may demolish 5 schools and start fresh. Coming up next.
There's a lot to love about life in the 608. Fundraisers, farmers markets, family events.
Tell Josh what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning in the 608. Weekdays only on News 3 Now this morning.
Take a look at this. Cops helping critters in Arizona, where a sheriff's deputy working a construction site spotted something kind of odd under his patrol vehicle.
Well, it turned out to be a baby eagle that had been separated from its parents. The bird appeared to be in distress, so deputies carefully collected it and put it inside the patrol car to cool it off in the AC, while deputies called the Arizona Raptor Center. Something definitely to tweet about.
Oh, I love a good pun. Oh, glad it worked out okay.
We'll be right back.
Sup? You need some windows?
Hey folks, you call the experts? Right now with Felco, get free installation and no interest for 5 years. Call now.
Call 866 for Felco.
If you're watching this Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance commercial, there's a good chance that you're alive. And if you're not, well, this may not be of interest to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Life insurance? I'm going to live forever. Death is what happens to other people. Well, for the sake of argument, let's assume you're wrong and that someday you won't be watching TV anymore. I know it's not easy to talk about, so I'll do the talking. If you're 50 plus and alive, you can apply for Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance with guaranteed acceptance, regardless of your health. And since this life insurance is guaranteed, you don't have to get a medical exam. In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, just call 800-387-9724. Then when you stop, if you stop watching TV, your family can use the insurance money to help cover your final expenses or anything else. For a free quote, call today, 800-387-9724. Your kids already inherited your ears, allergies, and questionable singing voice. Don't make them inherit your final expense tab, too.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Experience the Channel 3000 News app today. Tailored for your news the way you want it. With a customizable home page and faster page loads. Download the Channel 3000 News app. Powered by News 3 Now.
And that wraps up Live at 4 as we start another work week on this Monday. Brady's in the newsroom with what to expect in our coverage moving forward. Brady?
Oh, tomorrow on Live at 4, we sit down with Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council, and she'll have some pretty tasty recipes for us. And Dr. Jeff Pothoff is in to discuss West Nile and other health-related topics. And next at 5, colon cancer screening with a simple blood test, how it works and how soon before it hits the shelves. Thanks for watching us today on Live at 4. We'll see you back here tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right after this.